This is Caillou, and I'm joined today by That Damn Hipsqueak.
Hello.
And we're going to be spectating the round 2 match of Grand Prix Kamloops. Today's match is between FifthDragon, who's playing Red-Black Villainy. This is different than the build that recently won a GP. It's a build that Fifth has brought a similar version of to previous GPs before, which is a more like mid-rangey aggressive version, which plays creature threats like Bloodjade Prophet and Ambitious Necromancer. However, this version is interestingly new in that it has a meta breaker card, Blood Harvest, which we're seeing Fifth have in his opener. Unfortunately, Fifth has mulled to 4, so his opponent, Simon, who is on Green-Black Roach, could make short work of him, depending on how the Simon's threats line up into what Fifth is on.
Caillou, I don't know how to explain to you that just because Simon is playing a deck does not make it Roach.
Oh yeah, sorry. It was okay. It's to be fair, it's Simon plus Hunter's Hideout. So yeah, so the deck he's playing is actually is a Green-Black Hunter's Hideout, which is like a mid-rangey deck which aims to fill up its graveyard and then windmill slam the titular card Hunter's Hideout, which is 1 GG for an enchantment that at the beginning of your end step you create 2 3/3 beasts if you have 12 or more cards in grave. And to boot, you can discard a non-land card and pay 1 GG to destroy target artifact or enchantment. So very flexible, powerful win con. Fifth is going to run out the turn 2 Blood Harvest here.
Yeah, so leading with the Blood Harvest is probably a bit better than leading with the Demo Divisor in kind of a vacuum.
Yeah, if
but
Fifth
the issue
is... Oh, sorry.
Simon is playing a 2-color deck. So, especially because Fifth doesn't have pressure right now, I think that Simon will be able to just easily play through this Blood Harvest. I assume we'll see Simon lead on a Prying Inquiry, and I think that'll take the Mukith.
Yeah, I think you take them, because if you take the Demo Divisor, it could quickly get hairy if Fifth hits a land. Here you take the Mukith, you have an Exent to answer Demo Divisor. Yeah, so it is taking the Mukith. And then like Fifth, unless Fifth keeps hitting like good 2 or 1 drop threats, like I think Simon can just kind of sit back, relax, take the time to get set up. Has like after the first Exent has like 2 more answers, one of which is a multi-threat answer, so there isn't much pressure on Simon to be putting down the clock, as it were.
Yep. So I think the thing we'll see kind of playing out through the next couple turns is Fifth, I think, will pretty easily be able to push the next 5 to 6 points of damage. 2 from Divisor dying, we'll draw a Burn Spell, but Fifth's deck is running Lava Spikes. It's running a lot of random face damage, and this is a matchup where that doesn't have text. So Fifth actually being empty-handed here versus a handful of removal and interaction is gonna really hurt.
Also, Fifth did draw the second black source, notably, so would have been able to run out the Mukith if Simon hadn't just yoinked it. But yeah, I think if you're Simon...
I think I lead Nomad's Township, I take 3... Oh, well, Intrepid can't block, so no. You play a tapped Cradle Corruption, you exunt, and clear the Divisor right now.
Yeah.
Take 2, oh no. Too bad, so sad.
But much better than taking a whopping 5, so... And then Divisor dies, Cradle gets 1 counter. And... Simon has ample creature removal, so, if Fifth does draw more creatures, they will get fed directly to the Cradle. And then next turn, Villainy. Oh, but can't play it, because...
Yeah, can't play it. Yeah, I don't know. I also think Villainy is not scary unless you have, follow-up spells.
Yeah, fair.
I think Simon just takes the 2-ball here, plays Intrepid, finds a basic forest, plays the basic forest, and is off to the races.
Yeah. If Simon's more scared, definitely could just hold up everything, or just play Nomad's Township, hold up everything else, and then On end can cycle to empty courtyard plus crack the clue if nothing happens.
Oh, another valid line would have been Whisperwood's Exploration, recur Prying Inquiry, 5th, which would have been a pretty heads-up play because Simon knows it's something that 5th can't cast, which, given 5th's mana base, could easily be Villainy.
Yeah, or Bloodjade Prophet, one of the two.
And either of those is something you want Prying.
The Villainy probably less so, which is a sentence that you usually don't hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, now Simon has like a reasonable clock on 5th. Plays the No Man's Township, I guess, to have Exent up in case it becomes really necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's Villainy.
That's a Villainy.
So this game is within... there is a sequence of draws which helps 5th win here.
True. Very true. 5th is currently on a 5-turn clock, so a pretty slow clock overall. I think we'll see the basic force getting played out.
Yeah, don't play the Grim Bastion, Simon. It's a trap. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna play the forest, and then like, I think you just swing with Intrepid, and then you have a bunch of stuff to do with your mana. Come 5th's end step. And also, I don't remember, does Simon's deck have Pithbolt's main?
Yes.
Okay, it would be weird if it didn't, but yeah. So Whisperwoods can dig nicely for a Pithbolt to answer the Villainy.
Yeah, Simon has a ton of answers to this Villainy, and Ambitious Necromancer is not the top deck that 5th wanted.
Ambitious Necro, I'm kind of surprised 5th didn't run out the Ambitious... I guess is waiting for something to use it with to immediately, play Ambitious Necro, and then immediately recur the Demo Divisor. Also, why didn't Simon didn't Whisperwoods on end. Simon didn't even cycle Empty Courtyard or crack the clue.
I think one of those is a miss. I think choosing to not Whisperwoods on end isn't, because Simon doesn't have a ton of things that he wanted to recur.
Yeah, but I think you want to use your mana somehow there. Okay, either way, 5th is on a 3-turn clock currently. So,
yeah.
Tick-tock, there goes the clock.
5th jumped from untapped to main. Oh, has an effect second main. What on earth is the effect on Simon's main? Oh, no. Okay.
Simon must have misclicked second main and then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Plays out the tapped Grim Bastion. Makes sense.
Okay. Still has to take one from that, if I remember right. No?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, no, we just had a rule.
There was just a judge ruling on that.
Yeah, enters. So if it enters tapped, it doesn't have to. And a land for 5th. Okay.
Yeah, this game is feeling pretty over. Obviously not a lock yet, but Simon trying to decide between cracking clue or cycling.
Looks like gonna crack the clue, but yeah. Okay, so let's say if Simon cracks in with Intrepid, even if I think the best case would be I'm trying to think of what the best case top deck would be for 5th, and I think usually in this situation it's
some draw spell.
Yeah, Bloodjade Prophet draws you 3, but then even that you can't even use it.
That's not the one.
Yeah, because you can't even use it because then you get Intrepided.
You want a spell-based one so it procs Villainy. So I don't know if 5th has Dark Bargains or Honorless Offerings or similar, but that's what you want to draw right now.
I don't... If I remember right, I don't think 5th has those, unfortunately. Let me check the list. Might not matter right now because even if 5th does have it, this is the draw step. Yeah, 5th has Find Happiness and Misery, so that technically counts. Does Mukeef do anything here? Mukeef, recur, Demo Divisor, swings for... That hits for 5. Mukeef can hit face for 2, puts 5th back up to 8. So that seems like a not bad line.
Yeah, could be worse, definitely.
Or actually, let's see. You could actually, oh wait, it's specifically spell, not spell or ability. Yeah, okay, so
yeah.
I was gonna say, could Ambitious Necro plus Mukeef, Villainy Trigger, recur, Demo Divisor, but no.
No, that is not the life. So definitely as Mukif, recur Demo Divisor, swing, gain 2. I mean, you can cast the Ambitious Necro. This technically plays around Exune, so
Hmm.
got him there.
To be fair, oh yeah. To be fair, Simon still has a line of exit you, and then what do you call it? Whisperwoods, buy back the exit.
Shock trigger on the Necro. Oh, to draw a card. I don't like that line when you just tapped off a black. Okay, sure.
Oops. Wait, no, yeah. Simon doesn't lose life from this. No.
Yeah.
So
Simon could
this
prevent Fifth from gaining life by casting Exune here.
is how relevant is that line of text? Still
It
a
means that if Fifth hits another non-creature spell, that Simon still has a 2-turn clock.
That's a good point. Yeah, fair. What one
Um,
mana? Yeah, the only 1 mana non-creature spell. Oh no, has Blood Ritual and Duress. Those are both available. So there's 7 potential targets.
Difficulty explaining things.
Mm-hmm. Fifth is saying draw, but then needs to still gain life from the villainy trigger.
All right.
And that's a land.
That's the punish. Simon missed a Cradle of Corruption trigger. Classic.
I guess, okay, so I guess can still do the Mukif back the Demo Divisor line.
Right.
Mo is +1ing it?
Simon catches it now. No, isn't +1ing it. Hasn't activated an ability yet. Recurs the Demo Man.
And like, yeah, there's no reason for Simon not to just exit this at start of combat.
Yeah, it saves him 3 life.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just exits it.
Unfortunately, if Simon tries to put a... Okay. Simon did catch it of its exile doesn't die. Ergo, he didn't try to put a counter on his Cradle of Corruption, which would have been a GRV.
Mm-hmm. We out here catching good plays. And then is gonna cycle the empty courtyard.
Yep.
Oh,
The third Intrepid has diminishing returns, shall we say.
Legendary is rules text. Oh, also has triple Whisperwoods exploration. Fortunately, those aren't legendary.
Yeah, it just really doesn't matter to him.
Yeah, I think you still go. You just go face. Like, is Mukif important?
Nope, not in the slightest.
Yeah, no. Okay, so it's once again onus is on Fifth's deck to give him something juicy. Literally any black non-creature spell will save.
We'll buy him a turn.
We'll buy him a turn.
Let's be reasonable here. I don't think Fifth is reasonably going to win this game. Definitely that wasn't it. Another villainy would have maybe helped, but yeah. I mean, happens. You mold a 5, you play a deck without any card selection, you just die.
Molds to 4.
Oh, mold to 4, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a pretty awful opener. And I feel bad for Fifth because the same thing happened to Fifth game 1 in his set versus me. Mulled to 5 and kept a 4-lander with the villainy, and I kind of just rolled him for that reason. Though, of course, Fifth did come back games 2 and 3 with the double blood harvests, so who knows? If history repeats itself, that could be what we see. But anyways, before we get into games 2 and 3, let's pull up the deck list and talk about sideboarding. Let's take Fifth's deck first. Yeah, there we go. So I think probably bringing in more hand attack feels like a good move. Memento Moris are okay, wait, so Memento Moris I think are big priority because they just shut off the Hunter's hideouts, plus are good versus the Intrepids, so...
Yeah, I mean, how many dead cards do both players have?
Well, let's start with the Fifth. I don't... Like, what is really dead here? I'm not sure that anything's super dead in Fifth's deck.
I'm kind of inclined versus grindy decks like this, especially decks that can board in life gain,
to take out the blood
to cut
rituals?
those blood rituals.
Yeah.
I don't think Fifth will agree with that line, but that would be my gut instinct.
I think like the blood rituals are the easiest thing to cut. Like,
yeah.
And you need to cut something. Everything else is pretty like can get you iterative value. Blood Ritual, yeah, like I think you switch swap out Blood Rituals for Memento Mori's instantly, and then maybe I could see taking out I don't know, like one or two Find Happinesses for like a Conspiracy of Ravens just for that extra hand attack, because like I think getting under getting under like Simon's 3 drops and just tearing them out of his hand or tearing out like Pith Wilts is pretty good.
Yeah, looks like Fifth did not remove the blood rituals.
Oh, okay,
And
they've
we're
already
also
turned.
seeing the downside of this mana base where Fifth has an uncastable Blood Harvest in hand.
Jeez. Um, I guess it's a little too late to talk about Simon's sideboarding options, but I think Singularity's Grasp is a pretty easy shoe in.
5 mana is a lot of mana to blow up Villainy. I mean, I guess it
well,
also like sweeps away some creatures, but
yeah, like all of Fifth's creatures have 1 toughness except for Bloodjade Prophet, so you can
which
pretty.
has 2. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, and like hitting a Blood Harvest as well is also pretty decent. So I think yeah, I think Sing's Grasp. I'm not sure about anything else from the side. I don't really think that you need anything else specifically. Yeah, it looks like Simon ran out the turn 1 Strange Discovery, probably the best turn 1 play that deck has. And meanwhile, oh, looks like Fifth did bring in the Conspiracies. Not sure what you take here. Probably just Strange Discovery number 2. Yeah. And this is even without if Fifth had had the Blood Harvest on 2, that would have been a really good curve, I think, of like Blood Harvest. You can generally safely bring in Villainy turn 3, and then kind of just run from there. However, this could be like another very bad game for Fifth, because if Fifth doesn't hit another land soon, is just stuck with uncastable other than Blood Ritual. Simon is not in like a much better place because of not have like if Fifth doesn't have any creatures, these removal spells are dead, but at least has Monument of Queens plus Strange Discoveries to like dig for stuff.
So Fifth is about to cast a Villainy on curve, which I think is going to be kind of difficult for Simon. But on the other hand, Simon is already in a position where if he wanted to, he could this end step, correct Strange Discovery, regrow Hunter's Hideout, untap, play Hunter's Hideout, and getting that through Fifth's hand attack means that Simon can then, over the course of the next couple turns, destroy the Villainies. Because I think Fifth is going to go next turn, try to cast another Villainy, and then hopefully cast another Blood Ritual. I think boarding in Violent Collapse was a big miss here. Like,
yeah, because like
yes, Simon's deck does kill with Hunter's Hideout, but also you're not winning a game where you're Violent Collapsing away those tokens. That's a 1 for 0.
Yeah, like that. Like you really want to be able to like if Simon gets down a Hunter's Hideout and gets the tokens off of it as well, at that point you just start going face and you hope to like outrace the tokens, rather than I think the collapses being dead in all other situations other than Simon overwhelmingly winning is not a good look. Yeah, it looks like Simon did see the line that you saw, cracked the Strange Disco, regrew the Hunter's Hideout, and yeah, I think. I don't think Fifth. Yeah, no, Fifth doesn't have any permanent removal, so I think you just Windmill Slam the Hideout, hope to untap and kill Villainy next turn. And even if Fifth slams another Villainy, like you can very easily go Who Cares, because you can just keep 1 for 1. You can just keep exponentially answering them with Hunter's Hideout. Not exponentially, but you know what I mean. Like having your permanent removal be multiple for 1s is pretty good. Also, like Fifth has another Blood Harvest, but ironically, it's just very, very dead here. Simon has all basics.
I also just realized that my voice just hasn't been coming through, which is hilariously awkward. What do you feel? So I was gonna say the way Simon loses this is if Fifth drew like another swamp, I was then able to play the second Villainy into Blood Harvest, deal you 7-9 damage in a single turn, and then could hope to maybe eke it out over the next couple turns. Mm-hmm. But I think just playing the Villainy directly into the Hunter's Hideout is just going to get one of them just, maunched. So, I don't know. I'm not feeling good about this from Fifth's position.
Yeah, like
Cashing in your villainy as a single shock is just not where you want to be.
And yeah, Simon's just gonna play the cradle, eat the villainy. Fifth, like, what does Fifth do here? Fifth just plays Blood Harvest and a Blood Ritual, shock for 4. Or sorry, that eats 7 damage, which isn't bad, but oh, okay, double Blood Harvest. It's not nothing.
It's kind of nothing. Like, right now, Simon just taps, he shoots the other villainy, and Fifth has 10 more damage to go. And Simon just doesn't need to tap into these blood rituals. And, like, next turn can cast Whisperwood Exploration and basically have Hunter's Hideout alive from that.
And then, and like, doesn't even need to like cast any spells to like. I think this turn you just Hunter's Hideout, kill villainy. Next turn I think you just start like Monument of Queensing, and then just start gaining life slowly.
Oh my god, the fact that Monument of Queens has Vigilance is so relevant here. That's hilarious.
No, Simon, do it. You just kill the villainy.
I think Simon's trying to decide what to discard. I think it is just factually wrong to pass turn to Fifth here, even though you can hide out at instant speed.
Yeah,
just because taking a free shock is just not worth it.
Yeah, I think you just... Oh,
I think he's going to lead with Duress. That makes sense.
Okay, and then...
Takes Blood Ritual. That saves him some life. And then I think I would tap the Cradle of Corruption and sacrifice it rather than pay the life for it.
That could be real, because otherwise you just get shocked.
You don't need the shot. You don't need that land to win this game. And
he's gonna tap Monument.
Interesting. I guess is holding up Exeunt, which I can respect, but like none of Fifth's creatures have haste, so I don't think it makes a lot of sense. And the other thing to consider is if you sacrifice the Cradle of Corruption now, you set yourself up to have Hunter's Hideout online next turn.
That is actually super relevant. I did not realize that.
And there's the Memento Mori. I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't think Simon cares about these cards getting exiled, is the truth.
Yeah, it
feels bad, but it doesn't actually hurt him. And, like, I mean, I guess the thing that actually sucks here is Simon firing up Monument of Queens, swinging in, and just getting Sadness resolving.
No, I think you would. I feel like you would prefer to have your Monument die
than have your graveyard nuked.
Yeah, because you have your graveyard, like, because Monument is cool, sure, but like
gaining life is pretty real.
Gaining life is pretty real, but like what
you can build up your graveyard so fast when you have a Whisperwood Exploration in hand.
I mean,
like that's my main thing is the Monument is less of a renewable resource than the graveyard.
I mean, it's just passing. Technically can Monument at instant speed, so that's fair.
I mean, can't really, right? Like, Monument at instant speed doesn't do what he wants it to do. It doesn't gain him life.
It doesn't gain him life, but then, like, he can just go again and swing next turn. Like, you're missing out on one...
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. You can pump it, and then next turn you gain an additional life. Sure, that's true, that's true. And I guess by holding up mana, Simon can now start to snipe out Harvests. And him having access to more mana would probably help his gameplay.
Yeah, does Hunter's Hideout only discard? No, he just discard a card. I was wondering if it
that was changed in the 101 rework because the discard a non-land card played really weirdly.
Okay, cool. Does Duress actually matter here? I think Simon probably just casts Whisperwoods in response, right?
I mean, if you cast Whisperwoods in response, the thing you recur gets nommed.
Oh yeah, fair.
But fifth chooses to hold up Memento Mori instead. And I think we'll see Simon activate Hunter's Hideout. If he doesn't, I don't think it actually made a ton of sense.
Yep, it looks like you're right. He's gonna Hunter's Hideout the Harvest. And man, this
I think discarding the Ravaged Monument
so much
is
work.
kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, and this is the thing, right? This is why I originally didn't want to bring Hunter's Villainy to a GP, is because Hunter's Hideout was a natural predator for those decks, and I was like, this card's obviously busted. People are going to be playing it and going to stomp me. And then no one played Hunter's Hideout.
I think it's just that, like, the 12 cards feels like such a hurdle, and at that time, I think like artifact and enchantments were just like
They were all over the place. Are you kidding me?
in. Wait, are you talking about like right as like I think because right as this
Like,
hit, it was basically like the two main decks were like Enchantress and then Villainy, and then you had like Monument decks, but then like I don't think you really wanted Hunter's Hideout specifically versus Monument decks because it didn't
no,
like
I'm trying to remember because I know when I designed it, the first ability was a very intentionally done ability.
okay.
Um,
It might have been that like there wasn't much main because I know that like until recently we didn't have much main board what do you call it like main boardable artifact enchantment taste. That might be it, but I don't
yeah,
remember them being like. I really think that like Villainy was when it really started to become
sure, there was definitely an uptick.
yeah
But
like
there were other decks that were just like their main value engine was an enchantment.
mm-hmm.
Um, the other thing that's target you with mill. Oh, I see, because the mill will resolve. Yeah, first. Sure, that doesn't seem. Guess that's fine. It doesn't super matter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
I,
I think the one thing that I disagree with here from Simon was the decision to discard the Ravaged Monument, just because I really highly value having more threats. Um, but I think Simon is just slowly carving out his niche with Hunter's Hideout, and he'll be fine.
yeah. I also want to say that unless Fifth actually factually cited out Mukif and all of his creatures, he really should have targeted himself with the Find Happiness, because then that puts more Mukifable targets into the grave. Because right now Fifth has none of them. So pointing Find at Simon was cute, but I don't think it actually advances what Fifth wants to do, unless he cited out Mukif and a decent number of his creatures. In which case, like, yeah, sure.
In which case, what was his plan to kill?
Yeah, probably it gets a lot more sus. And I think that gets back to what you were talking about with people running Villainy as their only win condition.
And where did we talk about that, Caillou?
In the hot takes of MSEM video coming out when editing, basically just expect it like a week after this video goes up.
Yeah, Fifth doesn't even bother casting a Guri into this board state. I
Surprising.
mean, I assume Hunter's Hideout is just going to eat this last Blood Harvest, right?
Probably you just discard Exit because you can
Yeah.
because you can rebuy it if you need.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can rebuy the Exeunt later. You don't care anymore.
Tapping 4. What is this for?
Nope.
For?
The black was last turn from the Oracle's Vision.
Ah, okay.
So.
Yeah, it does discard the Exit.
Oh, hit the Nareba. Oh, that has to feel good.
That's...
Oh wait, but it has double basic forest. Oh man. Oh wait, no, but still has Wanderlust. What am I saying?
Yeah, well, this isn't roll, silly. I think it would be more interesting if it was roll, but that might just be me.
Simon and I discussed that. That might be the next edition of this deck, but the thought process was wanting it to be kind of low to the ground.
Mm-hmm. So
All
Oracle's
right.
Vision coming down.
The question is, I think if Simon draws a black source here, he can actually have Hunter's Hideout online this turn. Okay, didn't.
I think now you're just
if he
trying
did
Inquiry.
Whisper Woods into, I don't think you want Prying Inquiry. You're at 7.
Oh yeah, fair. That puts you in double blood ritual range. I
Yeah.
forgot it does have. You know what? I think this is the first time where the life loss and Prying Inquiry has made me pause and think. So in that case, you probably just wait. You can hold up Whisper. Okay, never mind. You know what? Brain meld with Simon, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think you just
You take the Aguri here.
Yeah,
you don't give a
yeah, you yoink Aguri. You can. Well, yeah, you don't. Okay, actually, you can't cast Whisper Zones to response, but you lose Whisper Woods. But like, who cares? Because then next turn you just Nareba and gas back up.
And you can activate the clue. Like, the one thing that I think.
Oh,
and
yeah,
next turn Simon can double pump
Prying Inquiry
Monument
is...
of Queens
mm-hmm.
to gain 2 life.
Yeah, man, Prying Inquiry
play
is
Nareba,
a card.
Yeah. And actually, at this end step, so Simon can actually gain 3 life on attack next turn. So I think Fifth's out of Double Blood Ritual isn't actually live, as long as Simon chooses to not draw off Clue and instead chooses to activate the Monument of Queens.
Mm-hmm. Man,
But
I think
Simon
this
is
match is definitely exemplifying how like life is not really a cost, if that makes sense. Or like it hasn't really it hasn't been really used as a cost yet, but I just mean more so as in like Fifth is at 20 life, Simon's at 6, and if you showed a new player this game, they'd be like, oh yeah, Fifth is
I
winning.
mean,
But
yeah,
then
Fifth has
like
3 cards in hand also. Like
yeah,
Fifth's ahead on cards.
and then suddenly but then like we're looking at this and like Simon has overwhelming advantage, just
Yeah.
overwhelming.
So I wonder if here we'll see Whisperwood's exploration recur um, the Oracle's Vision, cast Oracle's Vision, make 2/3/3s. I like that line less than gaining gaining 2 off the Monument of Queens. Because if I was in Simon's seat, like when you're the control in this matchup, the thing you need to be constantly keeping in mind is how do I lose this game, and then related to that, how do I avoid that exact scenario happening?
Yeah, I
And
think
the way Simon loses this game is double burn spell off the top. So what he or villainy, and then Fifth casting multiple burn spells. So what he needs to do is he needs to start gaining life.
okay, it looks like
Um,
Simon is gonna Whisper Woods. I feel like I would monument for 1 and then keep my options open is my personal thing, because monumenting for 1 puts you out of double blood ritual range. It also makes it so that you're not investing too much mana in, just in case. Like if you invest all your mana in and then Fifth like what do you call it, Memento Moris, it feels a little bit worse than if you just monument for 1 then keep up Whisper Woods in the event of
I guess
Fifth
can
having
cast Oracle's Vision and still uh, swing in for 1 off Monument.
it. Mm-hmm.
So, and having it all online would be good.
Oh, and
If
the
Simon casts
Intrepid.
if Simon casts Intrepid here, however, that would be a mistake.
Mm-hmm. But the value, the feels good. Well, it looks like Simon's doing it.
Simon's casting the Intrepid, of course. Um,
Oh,
I think it is.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe Simon heard me in
The,
his soul.
the psychic ripples.
And this, kids, is why you're not. I don't understand what's happening.
And fifth,
Yeah.
fifth is
Okay, I guess that's okay. No, I get what's happening. Simon is playing around Fifth having villainy plus 2 sorcery speed, ways of proccing it, and also Fifth can't cast Blood Harvest into this.
Well, fifth technically could, but then
Yes, it's just a Raven's crime in this circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Because Simon just floats the mana in response and then shoots it.
Mm-hmm. Duress coming down probably just steals Intrepid. Because
Yeah,
like you
I
have
think
nothing
just-
worth prying.
Yeah, I think snags Intrepid. I think Fifth then tries to Blood Harvest, and just puts Simon no cards in hand. But Simon has either an active Nareba or a Monument of Queens.
Like yeah, you do not like. Man, Monument and Nareba is like such a crazy tag team.
Yeah, for the low cost of running 2 colorless lands in your deck, which is an actual cost.
Especially because like their lands, which I think.
Why didn't Simon float mana? Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is more of a
Okay,
losable
sure.
game, but like than like the previous one we commentated. But like
Yeah. Can now just Pith Wilt it. Doesn't matter.
never
Activate Monument.
punished.
Please, for the love of God, activate Monument. You're giving me anxiety.
No, Simon.
Oh my God. Simon does not give a fuck.
Simon's
Simon, if you had if you'd activated Monument at least once, you'd be swinging for lethal next turn.
Oh man. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so it's just gonna discard Prying Inquiry, kill the Blood
Just
Harvest.
hold up Pith Wilt for the next thing.
For 12. Actually, still turn. Because...
Yeah, still kills next turn because of Monument. Yeah.
Oh, and that's it. I feel bad for fifth on that first game, but that second game feels like it was all the players at that point.
Yeah, I'm shocked Fifth kept in Enter Mephisto's game. Oh, sorry, Enter Mephisto's Gate.
Wait, did he draw one right at the end there?
He milled over 2.
Oh, okay. It's like I think fifth sideboarding decisions are definitely questionable to me. I think, and like looking at the way that his deck was structured post the game, he might have actually done what I was mentioning earlier and like try to go full villainy control, which I don't think is how you try to I don't think that's as viable in trying to play the matchup. I don't think you.
I don't think versus a Hunter's Hideout deck is viable. If there are definitely other circumstances where you can get away with it, but Hunter's Hideout has the late game over you. That deck also has 4 Pith Will. It might have Singularity's Grasp. You cannot win with a Villainy.
Yeah, and it's also just like, if like you have your only answers to a Hunter's Hideout are like hand attack, and once a Hunter's Hideout comes down, just all of your win cons are dead. Just they have 0 text on them, unless you like storm off in one turn. But yeah, or maybe Fifth just got really badly wrong halved and did actually keep in a bunch of creatures. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Either way, it was great commentating that with you, and that puts Simon up 2-0 in sets. Not bad
It's
for his
true.
first GP. I'm definitely hoping, because he's definitely mentioned that like there was like some worry about like competing. So I'm hoping that like this success is like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
You bring your skill, you just go. And I think like, yeah. So I'm super happy to see that. And Fifth definitely still isn't out. It is 1-1 now. So I think hopefully we get to see him play well in future rounds. And I think the Blood Harvest tech is, I think, hopefully the start of something that like other players to catch on to, which is like teching against like the heavy non-basic suite that basically every deck in our format runs. So
Yep. All right. Good games. Let's see more next round.